I'm standing here because I want to talk to you people, not to read my slides. Because when you have been in the association for more than 25 years, you just become a thought processing leader. I'm not going to teach you anything. I'm giving the ideas where the Indian Menopause Society should move forward. And I'm really happy to see the attendance, the quality of work which is being produced, and the congratulations to Bhopal team, because even they are keeping the time very meticulously, though we are not looking into it. And chairpersons are wonderful, and I am grateful to have Dr. Sudeep Chakravarti here, and all my past presidents are here. Dr. Anita Shah, wherever you are, you deserve the complete accolades. Yes, I am bringing you the greetings from Haryana, the vibrant states of the India. And management of menopause कहाँ शुरू होता है, कहाँ खत्म होता है. So you become philosophical as you are growing old. So that's what I started thinking about. So menopause for women is no longer a straight line. It's no longer a straight line from youth to aging. It's a whole new chapter. It's messy, meaningful, confusing, powerful. Society earlier saw midlife as the beginning of the end, menopause. Stop. So you stop your activities and you get a secondary role in the family and society also. But today's woman is rewriting the script, and we have to join the dots from beginning to end. So when did the evolution of the society took place? Evolution of life. It was 4.5 billion years back, but the cellular growth came on only 1 million back. And the life when came up, we are closest to the mammals. Mammals, they don't have any menopause. The moment a female species stops reproducing, she dies. But only 4 whales, orca, short-fin pilot whales, beluga whales, narwhals, and we humans, we have menopause. And as life expectancy is increasing, our experience in the menopause is also increasing. So comparatively, it's a new chapter if we compare to the other medicine. So Nick Panay and Anna Fenton, they have written a beautiful article in Climacteric also. What is the purpose of menopause? Is it grandparent hypothesis? Because when the women outlive their reproductive life, maybe they are supposed to look after their grandkids. Or pleiotrophy, developmentally limited over there. Or epiphenomena hypothesis, by chance a product happened. But the fact is that with increasing life expectancy, postmenopausal period is increasing. So how the society perceived it? When I started talking about menopause and I looked at these slides, I was really, felt so bad. That is how the menopause was being expressed. Itchy, because she had those vaginal itches. Bitchy, because she had mood changes, sweaty, hot sweat, sleepy, sleep disturbances, bloated, forgetful, psycho, because she had that brain fog. Is the woman of menopause is that? That is how the society started perceiving her. And so it's not only this thing, we have to look into that 40 to 65 years of women, they have biological transitions, psychosocial shift, socio-cultural expectations is also changing now. So midlife now has to be recognized as a period of transformation and potential growth. Ancient society, yes. In India, women was respected in previous era. Rajas Nivrutti was recognized. But later on, medieval India somewhere, many social evils like female infanticide, sati, child marriages, they came on. But then came the cultural interpretation. Later on, when the entry into the spiritual maturity was recognized, It was recognized as phase of wisdom, detachment, but no structured healthcare. Imagine that, no structured healthcare, no symptom recognition, and no medical validation. So the journey began with acknowledgement without recognition. So then focus shifted. Post-independence era, biology came up, research came on. Then came the pathologies. So we related menopause to pathologies, bone loss, bleeding abnormalities. But women's psychological and social experiences were never the priority. And I think Beenal had given a beautiful lecture on CBT. Before that, Vanita also, everybody, Savita, everybody has talked beautifully about the menopause, what it should be beyond the pathologies. So message is that menopause is not an event of age 50. It's the final chapter of a biological decline that starts before a girl is born. So are we looking into this thing? This is what is happening. The child is born at the 24 weeks with 10 million and then, and this is the time, 35 years, when the sharp decline starts. So this is the time when we are acting into now revigorating or re-energizing these women. Yes, and very important is that the ovary is the first organ in the human body to start aging. This is with Dr. Andrea Ganjani in the this AIHOG 2026 in Delhi when I sat with him, and his talk was a beautiful one. He had given a oration that current status of menopause hormone therapy. And what he highlighted importantly was that female aging is not just menopause. It is andropause, it is somatopause, and melatonin system is involved. So very important, it's not only the estrogens, it's the other hormones also have been involved, and we should start looking into those organs also which are as important as our estrogens are there. Yes, of course, all of you know, and Meeta had talked a lot about menopause, and she knows a lot, and I agree with her in many points. But one thing which Dr. Wolf-Futrian, whom I call the father of menopause, said was that no one size does not fit all. That is very true of menopause. You simply cannot give one menopause hormone therapy and prescribe it to her and let her go with her, because they will go on taking it like vitamins only. There are chances, and we are going to have these signs. How to educate these women, that will be our first priority before we start talking on these things. ये सब कब बदल गया? Why I am feeling differently? Why am I craving purpose more than perfection? This is when your menopause starts. You start feeling it, women start feeling it, and then came the other changes are there. So physical subtle signs are there, hormonal whispers are there, emptiness syndrome which has been talked about, parents aging, career plateau. There are so many factors. It's not only just the estrogen deprivation. There are so many other factors. So it sense that life needs deeper meaning, not just routine. For some, it begins with a hot flush. Some others with a heartbreak maybe, and many with a simple realization. It is time to choose myself. It is time to choose myself. I have done enough for others. When was the first menopause recognized as a lifetime event and not one-day diagnosis? Historical shifts was seen in 1980 when the cessation of period was related, and then perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause were diagnosed by the straw 10 staging system. At the same time came Dr. Behram Mankler staging also. So vasomotor symptoms, disturbed sleep, anxiety, irritability, all these are there These early signs are biological indicators, not psychological weaknesses. They are just showing you that you have some problems which can be easily looked after by Dr. Meeta's prescriptions also. So this is how our staging system starts. So modified Dentalis area system is a clinical evaluation of the same. We did the hormonal studies. So, but then, as Meeta said, after that came the up and down MHT when it was being utilized as the elixir of life. That is what we now also dare not do it at elixir of life. We cannot prescribe to each and every woman. We diagnose that she has started having some estrogen deficiency. So its use increased rapidly in 1990, then half, then stabilized, then WHI studies came, and the Meeta has talked nicely about that. And then later on came the new studies which recognize that yes, menopause hormone therapy has some use in different salts, in different routes, in different formulations, safer progesterone, non-hormonal preparations came, Phesolinten, SSRI, SNRI, DHEA, basket full of drugs for vaginal symptoms and for the women only. And now we have come to a circle where Meeta has brought us on November 10, 2025, the US Department of Health and Human Services announced the removal of black box warning on all forms of menopause hormone replacement therapy indicated for hot flushes, prevention of osteoporosis, and GSM. But then there are other 9 to 10 symptoms also. Then there are social cycle factors also. So then how do we approach these women? The way forward will be diagnosing them at opportunistic clinic or doing some training where we can find the places where we can identify them, but at the same time go into detailed family history and genetic history. That is the most important thing. Investigations, lifestyle medicine, exercise, diet, prevent, treat, palliate. Not in a single word, आप जाके exercise कर लीजिए. It has to be prescribed for each and every woman. Otherwise, none of them is going because everybody is happy taking with the pill only. So now comes the new opportunity. Is perimenopausal transition the new opportunity? No. By that time, we are already late. So many comorbidities have already set in. So what should be giving the new opportunity? Maybe earlier. It's the adolescent period. It's the reproductive period. In the post-reproductive period, when she misses completely from the history of a medical background, because she is busy looking after her kids, her family, her husband's career. And where is that woman at that time? Why are we in the Indian Menopause Society missing her at that time? And then when she comes later with the onset of heart attacks, risk identification we start doing at that time, when she just needs the palliative care only. So who have to be involved? Policy makers. Until unless we involve the governments in the care of the menopausal women, we are not going to reach our goals. Just 2 weeks back, we had a meeting with the health minister of Haryana, and they were talking about everything, adolescent health and deliveries. I was the one who stood up. Sir, we are stopping at reproductive health. Women's 1/3 life is after that. What are you doing about that health? You are talking about non-communicable diseases, but that also prevention in men only. Where are the women-specific clinics? You have an infrastructure. We have an infrastructure. We have PHCs. We have referral centers. We have everything. We have training modules made by the Indian Menopause Society itself, which we can take forward to the government. I told them, I can make the complete program for you for the midlife clinic. Start it. You don't have to spend extra money also. That is where our association should be now active. So beyond family planning and maternal mortality, we have to move forward. The social reality of Indian women beyond science, non-acceptance is there. It is still silence. It is still shame. It is still suffering for most Indian women. Talking about body changes is taboo. हम लोग अब भी डर के बोलेंगे हमारा वेट बढ़ रहा है. हमारी एक लेडी डॉक्टर थी, शी वुड से, अरे वेट बढ़ रहा है तो साइज बढ़ा लो ना सूट का, नया स्टिच करवा लो. So that is still the attitude of somebody. So menopause goes beyond overacting emotional weaknesses, and it does not mean the life is over. Health problems after 45 are normal, but women must not tolerate. Now comes the very important issue, rural versus urban women. We are all sitting in the urban areas only. So what about rural women? So I had started during my tenure as president, Rural Committee of IMS, and this year we have started the awards to all the societies who will be doing rural work. And from there we can collect our data, which is very simple on Google Form, and once in a year, one member has to go to one village which they adopt. And this is what the world is looking towards us for our own data. So urban women have stress, career pressure, but the rural women also have malnutrition, labor-intensive life, lack of health care. Neither space gives her voice. Marriage dynamics are there, sexual health is unspoken, but intimacy disappears quietly in the rural areas also. We are not reaching them, so we have to reach them. So menopause in India became a private battle wrapped in cultural silence. Rural Committee, I have already told you, and about the Anita Shah's effort in launching our that prize also, which will be given tomorrow. So we have to move out to the villages. In the symptoms, these are our own studies where they have found there is a difference in studies in symptoms, again, women and rural, urban women. So kahan shuru, kahan khatam? I again come to the same question. And longevity. Now that is bringing the challenges. Speed breakers. Speed breakers, our missed opportunities. Missed opportunities in diagnosing the CVD, mental problem, missed cancers, teaching curriculum is lacking. Nobody in the teaching curriculum is taught about menopause or women's specific risk factors. We don't have the machines. We are talking about DEXA, but how many machines do we have? We are talking about clinical education, but 20% of the postgraduates, they don't know anything about the menopause. And women don't know that they have these symptoms. Gas bani thi aaj maine, methi kha liya aaj maine, aloo kha liye. But they don't have that. So we have to reach to all those places. So we are the only two mammals where ovum depletion starts as a hallmark, where the menopause begins in fetal life. We have the opportunity in the prenatal care, we have in the antenatal care, we have in the postnatal care. So modern science now defines menopause as a life continuum. Don't make it one event of one day, of one missing period 1 year back. Yes, middle of core, we have to do lots of work in the neuroendocrine changes which are there. Neurotransmitters, they have been talked about. And again, I come to the same thing. One size does not fit all. It cannot fit all. We have to work more in that. It came later on awareness, but now we have the societies, Indian Menopause Society, Midlife Committee, SEFOM, Society of Meaningful Life Management. I'm grateful to Dr. Behram Anklesaria for starting SEFOMs, South Asian Federation of Menopause Societies, and next year I'm the president-elect for the CEPHOM, and I think in these countries now we are going to do some renewed work in the menopausal health. So energy-based devices are there, lots of new devices are coming up. Role of IMS is from evidence to empower. Standardized practice guidelines are already there. And 3 cheers for all the past IMS presidents who are our gems, who started the Indian Menopause Society, and that is where we are today because of them only. Yes, Parker's hypothesis says fetal origin, so we have to go back. We have to go back and start looking into these things from the very beginning and do the research also. White paper by International Menopause Society was also there in 2023, and they have given all the guidelines to us. So all these conditions are there, which have been mentioned already also, where we should make it as a marker for the menopausal comorbidities. So it is not just the menopause, it's beyond that. Please do read Cardia study, and this is how the prenatal care, ethnicity, race, in utero exposure, and early reproductive life changes are going to help you. Women's health research lacks funding, and that is all over world. I'm finishing up. And artificial intelligence is there, but it does not mean just a few symptoms. It has to go beyond that, and that will help us in exercising, because I cannot tell everybody. But if you send an image, they will send you whether you are bending your knees properly, you are eating the proper exercise or not. And women in workforce, I'll just take 1 minute. That is very important, because 50% of the women now are in the workforce all over the world.
But आप खत्म
And
करो।
that is the time when they are from 20 to 60 years. So menopause transition, everything, we can teach the trainers there, and we can start, and they will become our registries then. New drugs are, of course, coming up to revitalize
कितने
it.
slide
So
बनाए हैं?
reversing cycle by rapamycin is there. Ovarian stimulation, infertility, more wellness clinics. These are required, which we don't have. Turning point is last slide, where a celebrated transition, not a feared ending, a clinical priority, not a neglected chapter, a societal conversation, not a silent burden, a public health agenda, not a private suffering. So concluding, menopause is डर के साथ नहीं, dignity के साथ. Let's all glamorize menopause. Let's break her shackles. Menopause. What she achieves is her story. Her story fuels our innovations.
ये भी खत्म
When
नहीं
she
हुआ।
makes a choice to live, she would draw her own trajectory. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Maninder.